coming into Alliance War number 5 now from Season 26. We are up against SPBA. As you can see here from the select attackers screen, it's going to be pretty much the same attacking team as normal. Very confident with all these champions now. I've used them for a few seasons in a row. Even if I'm not going to be doing my fight straight away, I like to get into the Alliance War as soon as possible, just in case it helps other people with energy, just so they can do more stuff boosted. Going into this Heimdall here, it's not a difficult fight with Quake unless you give him a special attack, because after that he would gain True Strike, so as long as you just don't give him a special attack, you'll be fine. If you did give him a special attack, you just need to drop a heavy attack just so he can't auto block you, and obviously get rid of the True Strike, and then you can go back to normal quaking. So as you can see here, we're coming up to the end of the fight. It's been just over a minute and a half by the time the fight ends. Even without boost, just because it's a rank 5, the fight's obviously not going to take that long. Here, where there's this slight pause going into Ebony Maw, I was just speaking to a couple of friends and just saying, look, do you think I should boost for this Ebony Maw? And with Human Torch being rank 3, on this node especially, Ebony Maw is pretty much only going to ever get to a special 1. And it should just be quite a quick fight even without the Nova Flames. I did have the option of using the Nova Flames, but I just thought even without them, it's still not going to be that bad. I'm not the biggest fan of these Path 2 nodes. As you can see already, I've already given him a couple of Furies, and that's not going to help me soon. There you go, where I get the degeneration. It just does a little more damage to me. The node combination just seems to be a bit weird. It forces you to completely change up all your playstyle, and it can really change a fight. At this point, we're just coming to section 2 now. We've got this Wolverine Weapon X. I apologise to my battle group members now. Timing's not really been great because of football and that on Sundays recently with this tournament competition that I'm in. So it's just meant that I've not really been able to help them out very much at all. In terms of this now, I'm just doing this on the sideline sort of thing while I'm watching a football match. Just on this fight, I know it's going to be a bit sketchy. I usually power start 1 and told not to use a tech power back boost just because it could push me too far with the rank 3 Warlock doing a little bit too much damage to the Weapon X every time. So here I try and time out a special 2 and get it perfect, but I completely forgot to even take a look at his charges. So because he hit the 25 charges, he went unstoppable, unblockable, and smacked me in the face after the special 2. Luckily I could get another one off before that first timer ran out, just to make sure I wasn't stunned, and then get back into it there, ready for the next one. Now Path 7 and Domino. As I said before, I was kind of in a rush, so I just used whatever health potions I could find quickly. Sadly, I've just realised it was the unit ones that I've used now. Here, I'm going to apply some normal boost. I still have the power start 1, so I'm not going to swap it for an indestructible boost. Just going to put the tech power back boosts on and a special free defense, just in case. With this Domino here, she had willpower on. I didn't know that at the time, so it just makes the fight a little bit easier to control. You can kind of just back up and parry a few times, or just take a few hits to the block to power drain her. This Domino seems to be quite happy though to just throw specials all the time. There was a point where I do a medium attack and throw the special 2 after. I don't think it was this first one, I think it might be the next one, where she decided to evade after I'd hit her. It's been a couple of times since she'd done that, and I thought in the development notes it said that that had stopped now, but obviously not, so I need to watch out for it again. But apart from that, yeah, the fight goes pretty smooth. Again, she doesn't throw a special free at all because of her willingness to throw the specials and willpower. So yeah, that's the Dominos that I like to fight. Going into Dormammu here, this is a Quake fight. Sadly, it was a nice day outside, so because of that I had a little bit of glare on the screen, and it's no excuse for poor Quaking, to be honest, but yeah, it just meant that I couldn't really do the best that I could here, but still managed to make it go pretty smooth. Again, just try not to let him block, or try not to block his attack, and you don't give him power, and then it's easy life. So as you can see here, just over a minute and almost coming to a minute and a half mark, Quake being boosted, he's down, and I was assigned this SpiderHam. I thought about using an indestructible boost, and then I was like, well, I shouldn't really need it as long as I can just constantly keep the concussions up. He shouldn't get the power gain. He got one there just because of the way it all worked out, but now I'm in the corner. He shouldn't really ever get the power gain again. I do end up taking a combo here. I had a few people talking to me on the sideline of the football pitch, and like I said, I was struggling with seeing the screen at times. So I think it's just coming in a second when he gets to around like 40-30% health. I could take like 2 or 3 hits to the face. Don't know what I was doing. And yeah, so there you go there. And then yeah, that's the war over for me. Luckily, everybody else cleared up all the mini bosses and got everything else done. So yeah, nice steady war. I think that was like 5 fights altogether, a bit more than what I've been getting. But yeah, thank you very much to everyone, especially the officers, for assigning me them fights. The battle group itself didn't have the best of goes at it. We ended up with 4 deaths, but we finally managed to get a victory, so that's all that matters.